If you want to make nice prints, it's best to go with this. The second thing I want to unbox today as well, other than my D800, is the lens that I got with it. My favorite lens that Nikon, I don't know when they're going to replace it, but when they do, it's got to be an awesome lens, because the lens that I'm going to introduce is already a pretty good lens, right? I'm talking about the 24-70. The 24-70 is one of my favorite lenses. I used to have this when I sold my gear back then. Sold for a good price. The reason why I sold it is because I got it secondhand. With a secondhand, it's a little bit of an if for me, due to the fact that you're not quite sure how it's been used, how many shots it's taken. Lenses like this can last long, take maybe 100,000 pictures before it breaks down or whatnot. But I'd like to, this time around I bought a new one due to the fact that, the warranty is not going to be a hassle, because it's going to be under my name. The receipt. And plus, I want a lens that I know that it's never been used. If you're willing to cough up a bit of more money, it's worth it, because people are ridiculously selling a used one for a big amount. If you add an extra couple of hundred, you might as well get a new one, right? And now, of course, you get the nice wrapper and the great smell. I like the fresh smell of Nikon, right? It comes with a bag, which you've already seen in the beginning. It does come with a strap on the top. It also comes with a manual. There is the strap for the bag. I don't know if I'll ever gonna use that. The bag comes with a manual. I don't know what kind of explanation the manual is gonna have, but anyways, here's the warranty. I don't think I'm ever gonna sell this baby here, because unless Nikon comes out with a VR, but that's not probably gonna be for a while, maybe a year, I don't know. But this kind of lens doesn't need a VR. But I'm quite aware that some companies came up with a 24-70 with a VR. I think it's a Tokina, not quite sure, or I forgot what the other ones are. But anyways, 24-70, my favorite right here. It's a good medium range, due to the fact that it's a beast when it performs. And the reason why I got it is because with the D800, I need the best, and at the moment this is the best. For mid-range, I do plan to get a 70-200. Not quite sure if I'll get the VR1 or the VR2, due to the fact that though I heard that the VR2 is an excellent lens, the VR1 is actually good enough. So, and plus, I won't be doing any sports photography due to the fact that I am using a D800 and does only 4 frames per second, and I'm not willing to cough up for the D4 due to the fact that that's not the kind of photography I do, right? So, great lens, comes with a hood. My favorite part of this lens is actually the hood. One of the main reasons why I got this lens is because of the hood, because it just looks awesome with the hood. I did think about getting the 16-34. The f4. It's not as good as this regarding the f-stop, but with the VR it can go low. So the only difference is the build quality. Actually, the build quality is almost the same, but due to the fact that you can't really replace the length, because from 35 to 70 you're gonna need that mid area, right? But anyways, this is my lens that I picked over that. I probably will end up getting the 14-24 due to the fact that it does perform better than the 16-34, but that's a different story. So, when I put this on with my D800, it is a bit of a hefty weight. I'm not gonna lie, but this is the kind of setup you want, due to the fact that with the high performance of the D800 and the high performance of the 24-70, though it's a big chunk of change, I'm not even sure if change should be the word I've been using, but though it's a big hefty amount of money that you'll be spending, you're gonna get the best pictures if you know how to use the camera. But anyone can come up with good pictures with this kind of setup, due to the fact that This is the best at the market at the moment. I've seen reviews of the camera, and with the D800, you know, even an amateur can produce good pictures. It just depends on, you know, what kind of experience they have, right? So like I said, this is a good setup. D800, 24 to 70 millimeter. I expect to use this for quite for a certain amount of years, maybe 3 years or 4 years before I will have to replace it again. That's why I got it. To tell the truth, this camera, the D800, is still on a waiting list with a lot of people, like I said before. So I think this is gonna last me pretty long. By the time this is out in the market, I probably have already had this about a year, or you know, because I've already, you know, I've had this, and I'm just doing the unboxing now due to the fact that I haven't had time. But get this, and it's worth the money. There is one more item that I want to unbox that my girlfriend got me a while back ago on my birthday. It's a Milano. I've never used this brand before. I do like the bag that comes with it. You know, for a good price, this is pretty good. This is for the head. For the price, this is a nice built bag. Let's take a look here. It's a nice bag. I'm not gonna lie. It looks like my my pool bag. I don't know if anyone plays pool, but this is like a cue stick bag. And here's, it looks like this when it comes out of the bag. The head I probably will end up replacing, but I mean, it's not I'm not gonna lie, it's not a convenient head. But for the price that you pay for this, it's good. They already comes with this kind of head. The thing is, it's not one of those easy clip on, clip off, clip on kind of head. It's a screw. You screw it on. Screw it on. You know, it's not one of those fast things. But then again, if you're doing landscape, you're not gonna need that. You know, that quick thing. Or even if you're doing a photo shoot, you know, you're not gonna need that quick, you know, clip on, clip off kind of thing. I mean, I don't mind unscrewing it, but I do plan to replace this sometime in the future. But for now, this is good enough for me. It is quite thin and small. It does extend pretty far off. You know, it has about two levels, so it's good, right? That's all you really need, right? This should be able to hold my camera. It also has a hook underneath, so that hook you can add extra weight. So I do believe that for the price that it was, you know, it was bought, it's a great tripod. So I do suggest this. It does open quite far. That's what I like about it. So if you're doing landscape, you know, you're in the water, you know, it does stretch pretty far off, so your camera is very secure. So I mean, once you start getting expensive gears, you want to get very secure items. So I do believe in this tripod. I just won't sit on it with my camera on it, which I doubt anyone will do. But yeah, this is good. And I guess for today, that's all. So D800, Nikon 24 to 70, and my new Manalo tripod. All right. Peace out.